word for word. My children, pray that your very thought process will be changed. The thoughts you used to tolerate will no longer take control of your actions. But instead, your thoughts will be for good and not evil, for an appointed season and a righteous outcome. In deliberately changing your thought patterns to accomplish my will, your entire life will be directed by the Holy Spirit, and you will see and enjoy drastic change. What used to be an okay, just get by, half-hearted existence will take on new vision with a heart after the purposes and plans of the Father. Yes, I am your Father, your teacher, your brother, and your friend. Allow me to take all of you and bring forth fresh, anointed, fervent fire, for this is my will. This is His will. How many of you really want change? You don't want to, I don't. And I've had a glorious weekend. I've had a wonderful week, but I still want to change. I want to go from glory to glory. The girls, the ladies here at Word of Life, a lot of us got away for the retreat, and I want you to plan for it next year because it's going to be awesome. And I wish you could have been there, all of you, men and women. It was wonderful. Yes, we went to the dump, didn't we, ladies? We did, didn't we, Deborah? But what we learned was so profound and so life-altering. We truly saw how trash became treasure, and how the worthless, stinky refuse became useful and repurposed for new life and an amazing new purpose. But it took some pressing. When we went through this process, we saw how they did it. It took some pressing and some squeezing and some sanding and even something they called cooking. I had to realize that the parallel between God and the trash dump was really, really something. And how He takes our lives and the things and the purposes in our lives and the things we go through are not always comfortable. They're not always painless. But if we don't allow that, the squeezing, the pressing, the forming us into His image, possibly even some sanding and getting rid of the rough, hard, untouchable edges of pride, then put you through a cooking process, not a flame to destroy you, but a heat to make you soft and pliable to His will and to others. If we want to keep on with our own bad self, our own attitude, our own contrary ways, in other words, my way or the highway, Buster, He will let us. He'll let you do that. He'll let you totally just disintegrate, and then He'll bring you back to life again. But why have to go through all of that junk? I'm just telling you, why do you have to go through all that junk? The rough, bumpy highway of yourself. Why not let God change you? Scrape off the edges and quit hurting others. Quit being the big person on the campus. Just allow God to just use you and whatever area He wants to. But it starts in our thoughts. You have to think to be ornery before you're ornery. Right? You don't just, well, some of you might be naturally ornery, but most of you are not naturally ornery. I mean, you have to think about, well, somebody did this to me, and they said this to me, and I'm not going to forgive them because they did this to me. And they did it. You know, it's been 2 or 3 years ago, but I still remember it. The thoughts take over. So you have to go back to the landfill. And he has to press you and squeeze you, and you have to get all the stuff out again. You can be regenerated, renewed, reused. Formed in his likeness. Come on, guys. Don't have to constantly go back to that. Don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Listen to me. Leaders, listen to me. People, you don't have to always go back to the landfill. You can stay above the ground. You don't have to be pressed down because, well, that's just the way I am. I can just say what I want to, and everybody else has to clear out of the way. If you don't stop it, you're going to be down here, and things are going to be piled up on top of you. And like we saw at the landfill, girls, there's going to be this huge tractor that comes and just keeps smoothing it out and smoothing it out and smoothing it out. It's time. It's time. It's time. He wants to bring forth fresh, anointed, fervent fire in us. For that is his will.